But Kendrick has kind of been communicating this to J. Cole for a minute, that he's gonna give him a Paul Pierce moment. Think about it. If you punch him in the mouth, right, and then you get to just drop another song and then act like and apologize for it and then drop another song and pretend like you was gonna win the battle. What is a better way to get back at you than to get back at you during your farewell tour, when you're supposed to be walking off with the flowers and walking off with the, you feel what I'm saying? What is a better way than to get at you at that time? And I think Kendrick Lamar is communicating to J. Cole, not only do I know what your album is like or what your project's gonna be like, or I have an understanding, but I'm also going to step on them. First of all, Baby Keem is outside. And Kendrick is outside with him. What are we doing? 2026 about to be a movie, bro. Baby Keem ain't dropped in 5 years, bro. In 5 years. And you were crazy to think that Kendrick Lamar wasn't gonna be stepping with him. What are we doing? But the crazy thing is, based on everything that came out today, the theories are confirmed. For some pieces of the theories, we gotta wait a few days because the 13th is around the corner. And for everybody that's been coming into my lives, you know about the all eyes on me theory, right? We didn't get everything down to the T, not 100%, and we're gonna break it down right now. But a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about, bro, has come to fruition. We finally hit. A lot of confirmations have been made. And I'm telling you, in 3 days, something about to come out. And trust me, I think I know what it is. But let's get to it. First and foremost, I've been telling y'all that Kendrick Lamar is not done with J. Cole. I've been saying this since January 22nd. A lot of people were saying stuff like, oh, you stuck in 2024. Oh, you just looking for drama. And what do you know? The Fall Off gets released on the 6th. They didn't even get this nigga 5 days. They ain't even give him 5 days. They gave him 3.5 days to experience his farewell tour, bro. 3.5 days. And here come Baby Keem, somebody we ain't seen in 5 years. And not only that, they dropped a snippet. They did a whole rollout. The rollout is beginning in the middle of J. Cole's first week sales, bro. And y'all still think that Kendrick is letting that slide? No. Go back and watch my video. Kendrick Lamar tried to warn J. Cole and Squabble Up. Go back and watch the live. The All Eyes on Me theory. Friday the 13th. You see what I'm saying? They have effectively stepped on the release of J. Cole's album, bro. Now, that don't mean that J. Cole not gonna sell, but you gotta remember, this is the retirement. This is the farewell tour. I told y'all in that beginning of that one video that he's going to give him his Paul Pierce moment.
Well, they have lost 9 straight.
Chasing that farewell tour, they don't love you like that.
By 17, by 46, is at 144.98. Victory here in Oakland, and by 13 earlier this month. And a 46-point Golden State win. Steph Curry with 43 points.
Now, there's a few ways that we can confirm this. Number one, the lyrics in the snippet.
That means that it's too late to back out. The cameras are about to act now.
I packed out the building. If you at the show, then that means that you ready to black out. That means that it's too late to back out. The cameras all about to act now. Come on. Come on. Who do y'all think he talking to? Come on. Then Kendrick follows that up on a hook by saying, is it fake? Is it love? He also says, I'm walking in the party. I don't fear nobody. What the powered up? Who gonna stop me? At the end of the hook, he says, I smell something pussy. And y'all think that Kendrick just rapping? Y'all think that that's not... Come on, man, stop it. But we got some more. When you look at the tour dates, because Baby Keem announced his tour, I'm telling you, they did a whole rollout today. An entire rollout. But when they announced the tour, the first 2 dates are guess where? North Carolina, the hometown of J. Cole, bro. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all the same thing that I've been trying to tell y'all since 2025. Kendrick not gonna let it slide. The same way we told y'all in the video in 22nd. Kendrick is not going to let it slide, bro. I'm trying to let y'all know. Now, the all eyes on me theory was about the double disc, right? We predicted that Kendrick Lamar would drop a double disc on Friday the 13th in order to step on the rollout of J. Cole, the release of J. Cole, right? When we did another live, me and Brawler got up there. Shout out my boy Brawler if you watching this. And we were saying it might actually make sense to drop a deluxe instead. But then that turned into a conversation of it could be bodies. It could be a song with Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem on the same track. That actually would be effective as well. Now, all of this stuff, right? The double disc, clearly that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen on February 13th, a week before Baby Keem drops his album. There's no way that happens. However, a body song, if Bodies is actually Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem, I can see it. Even if it isn't Bodies, Friday the 13th was a significant date that we've been continuously talking about for a multitude of reasons. Number one, J. Cole dropped his album, right, 2-6, because that's a nickname for his city. 213 is an area code for Southern California, right? It's also a group that Snoop Dogg and Nate Dogg were in. And when you look at the Squabble Up video, the double disc that's spinning is with whose? Nate Dogg's. So the 213 would be in response to 2-6 on Friday the 13th, which is what? 213. So we might have missed on the double disc dropping, right? However, something with Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem still has the opportunity to drop on the 13th. My prediction is it's Bodies, and I'll build on that in a different video, but I think that Bodies is a Kendrick Lamar / Baby Keem song, and it will drop on the 13th. If it doesn't, then the snippet that we just heard will probably be the song that ends up dropping on Friday the 13th. And the irony in that is the tickets for Baby Keem's tour date goes live when Friday the 13th. And what do artists usually do to promote their tours? They drop a music video and put the tour tickets in the description. This is all telling me that Friday the 13th date is still significant. We might have not picked it up all the way of what exactly was gonna drop. Bodies might not be the song, the double disc won't be coming out. But Baby Keem and Kendrick are coming on Friday the 13th. We are on point. That we have been talking about for a while as, you know, people who've been watching Kendrick during this time. And that's the fact that there have been a lot of relations to dice, right? A lot of relations to gambling, etc., the cards, all that different stuff, right? When you go to Baby Keem's website, the dice, the cards, they all pop up. They all pop up. The things that Kendrick was wearing on his back, right? On his jersey at the Super Bowl, the things that he was wearing on the tour, and the dice that were hanging over the GNX tour, if you was at the GNX tour, over the stage, are all things that you can find on Baby Keem's website in connection to the album. And the album is called Casino. The album is called Casino, bruh. So Kendrick Lamar has been preparing everybody for this project the entire time. We've been being it's really like predictive programming almost, right? Where we are seeing these images multiple times. We're being fed these images throughout the entirety of the GNX tour worldwide, just to find out that it's related to the Baby Keem album, which makes sense because Baby Keem not only is the second cousin to Kendrick Lamar, but he's the main artist on PG Lang. He's the main artist on PG Lang. So being the main artist of PG Lang, owning GNX, it all makes sense, bro. It all makes sense why Bodies is performed first at the Super Bowl, but there is no, but it wasn't released. It makes sense as why the song was performed multiple times, really for like 75% of the GNX tour, and it still hasn't been released. And once again, we're going to get to that in another video because I truly believe that Bodies is a Kendrick and Baby Keem song, but we're going to break that down separately. All I'm trying to say is Kendrick has been feeding people this image of Baby Keem's album this whole time, and it's a genius business plan because everything is connecting together. TDE PG Lang is looking to dominate 2026. Don't forget, we still got Doechii. Isaiah Rashad just announced that he's coming in May. We still got J-Rock. We still got more Kendrick Lamar music. And Baby Keem's on the way. I'm telling y'all, bruh, there's so much more to this than what we seeing, and I'm telling you, I would not be surprised. And honestly, no, I think it's true. I think this proves where they decided to drop it, where they decided to start the rollout, is to let you know, right? And maybe not let you know, but let J. Cole know that it's not over. And who knows, maybe Kendrick, or there's not a full-blown diss for J. Cole out there. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe this is the response. Maybe it's like, yeah, you got your numbers, but your farewell tour has been stepped on. People are not even talking about that. Like, it's all over social media. It's Baby Keem and Kendrick, and they going heavy, bro. They already dropped multiple snippets. They already given the tour dates. They already probably gonna drop a music video, which I wouldn't doubt it's Bodies, but it could just be for the snippet that we just heard. That's possible too. But man, I'm telling you, we are about to get flooded with PG Lang, Baby Keem, and we are about to get flooded with TDE. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here, you feel what I'm saying? If you ain't heard my song, F-Ice, or you ain't seen the music video, go check that out. I think that you'll really enjoy it, you feel what I'm saying? It'll be on streaming platforms in 8 days, so be ready for that. And yeah, I appreciate everybody that showed love. Make sure you tune into the lives because we've been doing the surgery live. Instead of dropping the videos, we've been doing the surgery on the lives. So make sure you come into the lives and at least watch the lives over. And yeah, plenty of videos coming. We're going to be talking about how I think Bodies is actually a Baby Keem Kendrick song. We're going to be talking about a few things, man, a few things. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night, all right?
Everybody a thug till them lights pull up, and everybody got a gun until ice pull up. A middle finger to the president, cause I ain't too impressed. How the fuck you kicking niggas out? Ain't you niggas guess? So it's death to an ice truck driver, you shouldn't be one. Throw up a middle finger every time you see one. Was born in this shit and they treat us like stillbirth. How they immigrants? They ancestors was here first. How we immigrants?